privilege of having, let me get this off my screen. I actually had the privilege of having Jamie come to my house and do a radon and water test. And I'll tell you, my wife was so impressed with Jamie. She's like, he is so prompt and on time. When he says he's going to be there at 3 o'clock, he's there at 3 o'clock, right on time. My wife thought the experience with Jamie, and I thought also, was unbelievable. So professional, prompt. Jamie knows his, craft. He knows his business. And it was a pleasure working with Jamie. And, he responded to any questions we had immediately. So, I highly recommend Jamie. Good guy, local guy, a community guy. And I'm really excited for his presentation this morning. Also, keep in mind, Jason just put the feedback form in the chat. So please make sure you click on the feedback form to give Jamie some feedback on his presentation this morning. And Jamie, we're going to give you 10 minutes. Did Jason give you a screen sharing capability?
I didn't check, but okay. Thank
You're
you,
all
Justin.
set?
Thank you, Justin, for those kind words. I didn't know you cared so much about me. Okay, so in the 2 meetings ago, we did a brainstorming session and I was the guinea pig, and I actually came up with that idea before Justin brought it into the meeting that same day. So I'm going to use that for my presentation. So I gave 2 showcases about me and my business prior. So what I'm going to do is have a brainstorming session. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions that I'm having challenge with in my business and see if we can come up with some solutions like we did last time. So you guys offered advice on my website and I took to it that night. I changed a lot of stuff on my website that I could, and it looks a lot better. And I took your ideas and they're great. So I'm going to use the same thing. So I started my business last year. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry. Okay. I started my business in April 2021, and it's a side business because I still have a full-time job. So I'm doing kind of part-time, and it's tough to compete with other people that do home inspection full-time, and having some challenges growing in my business and breaking through. So I'm using this time for a brainstorming session. So anyone has any ideas, just throw them out there. We're not doing anything, not calling out anyone. So my first question is, how can I differentiate myself from other inspectors, and how can I stand out?
Be very clear on what you want to be known for.
Okay.
Whatever that is, maybe a conversation with the branding person if you haven't done that. But one of the first things they will ask you is, what is it that you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for being prompt? Do you want to be known for being, I don't know, reasonable, whatever it may be?
Thank you, LaDawn. Anyone else?
I'd highly recommend having a giraffe as your wallpaper.
Check mark.
I think you definitely focus on, the customer service end of it, right? Like you always say, sticking our neck out for you. So, what is it that you're doing that you're sticking your neck out for? Be clear on what that is.
Okay.
I would say follow up with thank yous. Thank you for your business, that kind of thing. Give them the incentive to remember you. Maybe they can refer you, that kind of thing.
I should do that already. I send thank you cards to all my clients. So
that's good.
Maybe send thank you cards to the people that also refer you to those clients.
Maybe instead of just a regular card, maybe a send out card.
okay. Great feedback. So number 2, I want you to think like a potential first-time home buyer. Why would you hire me? What are you looking for in a home inspector?
Someone that's gonna be thorough. And take their time, not rush. Someone
I
that's
would say,
clear in sharing what they see, very clear. Or what they don't see.
What are you gonna say, Tim?
I was gonna say, the local angle, like you're a member of the community, that you're, you folks are my neighbors, that I'm, sort of looking out for you. So good for you is good for me, kind of thing.
Yeah, I would look to see how many reviews you got.
Buying a house is an emotional thing and selling a house is like a thing you just need to do sometimes, or maybe it can be emotional too. I think it makes a difference if you're the buyer or the seller, but quick, cheap and easy was like what came to mind because you guys can delay the whole process or you can streamline it, so I'd want to make sure to schedule pretty quick with you. I wouldn't want it to cost a fortune, and I wouldn't want to gleam in your eye when you find something wrong with the house that I'm in love with, so I just want the facts, that's at least how I would want it.
But I wouldn't use the word cheap because you
No,
get what you pay for.
Right, affordable,
Right.
not piling on.
Yeah, I'm reflecting back to when I bought my first house, and yeah, I was using most of my savings for that down payment and for the purchase of my house. Yeah, making sure it's like cost effective for the service, but thorough and like educating the person going along through the process. I remember walking around with the inspector as they did parts of the inspection, and they were explaining it to me as I was going through, as they were going through.
Okay, thank you. Number 3. What kind of social media content would you like to see? So I usually post is videos or pictures of defects, but I want to know if there's anything else that you or other people would want to see.
Killer review.
Field reviews.
Yeah,
I
like a
think you
testimonial.
educate people. I think in your posts, you should be educating them. This is what you should be looking out for.
Maybe what can happen if you don't use someone as good as you? It doesn't catch these things.
It's
And
also
what
like
the cost associated with that is. If someone doesn't catch something, what the potential cost is, right? Because then, of course, you're going towards what your value is by hiring you. You could be saving them thousands in the long run.
Maybe it's to customer like testimonials, having them, get permission from a quick video from them, sharing how their experience was working with you.
I'd say also like some kind of like maintenance tips as far as like, if there's a common problem that you're seeing as an inspector, hey, as a homeowner, do X, Y, and Z. So when you're ready to sell, this doesn't come up from that, your home inspector is not highlighting this to your potential buyer.
Or even the maintenance tips for each season.
Yep. As a
Yeah,
business.
I'm going to say the importance of preventive maintenance.
Right. Like Jamie, you hear me say this time of year, everybody should be servicing their boilers, right? Cleaning their gutters and inspecting their chimneys to avoid fire, right? And ice damming.
Thank you.
Yeah, seasonal tips are good. Just educating your customers, sharing information.
Okay. Stephanie, give someone else a turn. How do I stay top of mind among realtors without being annoying, like communication wise?
Well, Jamie, how often are you contacting the realtors that you're friendly with?
I think that's my struggle too, is to create a good follow-up program to keep following up with them. I was doing emails every 2 weeks, every month, and then contacting through like social media and text message, but how much is too much is really my
Jamie, what about videos? just sending out a video to your realtors saying, hey, these are the tips of the week, or, this is what I found this week, or, this is our specials for the week, anything, just trying to, I think videos are huge.
I'd worry less about being annoying and worry more about being top of mind. Be annoying, it's okay.
Okay.
Jamie, maybe come up with your tip of the week. Come up with a catchy name for it. Whatever it is, something that goes with your name. Like sometimes I use my name and then LaDawn's lesson for the week. And that way they kind of get to know, oh, yeah, I know that guy. I know that. Yeah, I know who that is.
And how about offering to do open houses with them, public open houses with them?
Yeah, I need to go back doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jamie, do you utilize any like giveaways or anything like that?
I was doing, when I was doing open houses, I was giving stuff away, but not otherwise.
Jamie, do you offer to give some of those safety tips? Like, listen, some of these realtors, I do a newsletter every month, right? So if you created your own newsletter and shared it with the realtor and say, hey, feel free to add this to your newsletter that they create and share it with your, with your centers of influence or the people that you are on your list.
Yeah, that they could white label.
Okay.
Jamie, have you done any seminars or anything?
And one more question. I've done a few presentations in real estate office meetings. Not enough though. I need to do more. So something that I haven't really done is how do I market to first-time home buyers? So I always try to market myself to realtors because obviously they're the ones referring me, but try to go right to the source. How do I market to first-time home buyers besides like sending out flyers in the mail?
I'm going to say the same thing again, Jamie. Do the open houses with the realtors.
Okay.
Because that you get a buyer pool right there.
I missed the last thing you said, Sue.
Oh, you have a buyer pool right there. You got buyers walking right into the house, and you're meeting them. They're getting to see your personality right there.
Jamie, what if you came out with a list of things to look for as a first-time home buyer?
Okay.
Connect with jewelers, because a lot of times the jewelers are the ones, selling the ring to the person that's getting married, and then they're suddenly a first-time home buyer. So
Someone else said that in another meeting, and it was a great idea, and I forgot. So thanks for reminding me about that one. Might have been you.
What about connecting with couples at a bridal expo? Eventually, they're going to be buying a house, probably.
Hey guys,
Or an event planner.
we got to wrap up in 1 minute.
Okay. Anything else about the other questions? Anyone think of anything? Since I have the time.
Any other feedback for Jamie, guys?
I thought it was a great use of the time. It was refreshing.
Yeah, I want to do something different. Tina said in one of her sound bites that you can do anything with your showcase. You can give a presentation, you can teach something, or you can use it as a chance to get some challenges out of the way. So this is very helpful.
Good for
Thank
you.
you for everyone for participating.
And hey guys, if anybody has any other feedback, if you think about anything that can help Jamie, send him an email, have a face-to-face with him, give him a phone call. And also please make sure that we fill out these feedback forms so that Jason can get back feedback to Jamie on his presentation today. We're now going to go into Jamie. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah, how do I do that? I always forget how to where
Up
this.
top, there should be a button that says stop sharing.
I got it.
Looks like someone did it for me.